And the key thing is every time you hear data center and AMD is saying that they're going to beat on data center, what they are essentially saying is they're kicking Intel's butt. They're taking Intel's lunch like Debo. They're just killing it. And so if you look at Intel's most recent earnings, they were okay, but they were nothing like AMD's. And so AMD is taking market share. So I want to play, they referred to Dr. Lisa Su earlier, the following day. So I want to play just one segment from that interview the following day. So let's check this out, Patrick. And listen to Dr. Lisa Su talk about growth and their growth strategy. And listen for that word data center.
You can't talk directly about what's going to happen when you finally get approval of Xilinx, but there was some heartening news that you signed a deal with Nokia, which tells me I've always wanted you in telco. If you can get into that side of telco, fantastic. Getting 5G, fantastic. Obviously, auto mentioned something you're doing. If I look at the mosaic of AMD 3 years from now, what would you like it to look like?
Yeah, no, thank you for, really the overall, if we look at our long-term strategy, first of all, we're thrilled about the progress we've made with Xilinx. Getting, SAMR approval last week was a very important, piece. We believe that we will close the transaction this quarter as we finish up the last regulatory approvals. But long-term, what it gives us is just a great diversification of businesses. It's always been sort of our strategy at AMD to take our, sort of great IP in, computing, both on the graphics side and on the CPU side, and really diversify into all of the markets that require high performance computing. So, we love the data center market. I mean, it's so strategic. If you talk about secular growth, this is the best place to be. We also love the PC market, but now we have the opportunity to really diversify into telco, communications across 5G, as well as industrial, as well as automotive. And so what you're going to see for AMD, really a few years from now, is we are the high performance computing leader that's really in all of the secular growth markets. And that will give us a long-term growth trajectory that's as exciting as our short-term trajectory in 2022.
That is my CEO that I'm crazy about. So Patrick, did you hear that?
I heard it loud and clear. So the data centering, as well as expanding into various businesses, it's the expansion and the getting secular growth in all these different industries. And as I said, Xilinx is not a slouch itself. It too had great earnings, and it too has amazing products.
Man, I had to hit the mantra for Dr. Lisa Su. We're going to go into her background a little bit more because, again, we keep repeating the way of a company is the way of its leader, the CEO. So, yes, we're going to go in on her credentials a little more, but let's go into the earnings call.